Hello Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's 2020 prophecy about the collapse of the Fulani-British alliance has resurfaced in 2025 as Nigeria faces deepening internal fractures and global scrutiny. His warning, once dismissed, is now echoed in headlines and diaspora discourse. Kanu's prophetic statement, 2020. I want to tell the world that the agreement between the Fulani and the British has collapsed. This declaration, made during a radio Biafra broadcast, was part of a broader warning about the unraveling of Nigeria's colonial foundations and the rise of Fulani dominance in governance and security. What has come to pass, 2025. Fulani incursion. Kanu predicted that Fulani militants would infiltrate every region of Nigeria while the government remained inactive. This has materialized, with widespread violence in Benue, Plateau, and southern Kaduna. Tinubu presidency. In 2016, Kanu forecasted that Bola Ahmed Tinubu would become president after Buhari, a prediction few believed at the time. Collapse of colonial pact. The Fulani-British agreement refers to the post-independence power-sharing and protection arrangement. Kanu argued that Britain's strategic support for Fulani-led governance would eventually backfire. Today, with rising insecurity and diplomatic tensions, that alliance appears fractured. IPOB's interpretation. In April 2025, IPOB released a statement affirming that Kanu's prophecies have come to pass. They described him as a divinely chosen prophet, whose warnings were ignored and now vindicated. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's 2020 prophecy has come true. He warned the world that the Fulani-British alliance would collapse, and today, Nigeria is unraveling. From unchecked Fulani incursions to the rise of Tinubu, every forecast has landed. This video explores the prophetic voice of Kanu and the consequences of ignoring it. Watch and share. The truth was spoken years ago. Subscribe for diaspora resistance, cultural awakening, and political analysis.
I want to tell you that the agreement between the British and the Fulani has collapsed. And the only person that collapsed it is Trump. I want the world to understand this.
Why all this Trump? Why always talk about Trump? We said to them because Trump is a very decent and honorable human being. He speaks the truth the same way that I do, not minding who is pleased. There is no space for political correctness. He calls things the way he sees them. When the clown they have in Asorok, the mask wearer, gave the claim, he said, Trump asked me why I am killing Christians in Nigeria. President Buhari
comes back to her because she said no other person.
It is not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you very much. Comes back to her because she said no other person.
It is not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more.